If you can deliver the right message to the right people at the right time, that would make you a marketing genius. But obviously, that's easier said than done. You need to know the difference between talking to a first-time customer versus talking to a seasoned supporter of your brand. And that's why we're going to be talking about the importance of the e-commerce marketing funnel. So if I were you, I would stay tuned so you can find out how to maximize your marketing potential. It's all in the funnel. This would also be the time to go ahead and hit subscribe because, you don't want to be missing out on any of our new amazing e-commerce content. So what exactly is an e-commerce conversion funnel anyway? Well, simply put, it's a series of steps that help potential customers move from the initial awareness stage to making a purchase and then becoming a loyal customer. Think about the last time you bought something online. Chances are you didn't see an ad for a brand you've never heard of before, click on it, and immediately make a purchase. Instead, you might have discovered that brand through a blog post of theirs that you happened upon. Maybe you then followed them on social media, saw their Facebook ads, looked at customer reviews, and finally made a purchase once that discount code pinged its way into your inbox. In other words, it's pretty likely that you went through several steps before even making that first purchase. Spoiler alert, your customers are going to do the same thing with your brand. Hence the funnel. People go in at the top and buying customers come out the bottom. And it's all about the process. So what are the stages of this process? Well, an e-commerce conversion funnel typically has 4 stages: awareness, consideration, conversion, and retention. At the awareness stage, customers are just finding out about your brand or the problems that you solve. At the consideration stage, they know you exist and they're looking for products like yours. The conversion stage is when customers are actively thinking about buying or actually buying your product. And finally, the retention stage. This is when customers have already bought from you and are thinking of buying again. As a marketer, it's your job to attract potential customers to the top of the funnel, guide them through the various stages, and keep them coming back for more. So the question remains, how can you optimize your conversion funnel at each stage along the way? Well, what better place to start than the top? At the awareness stage, there are a ton of customers out there who need your product to solve their problem. They just don't know you exist. And if they don't know you exist, well, they can't buy from you, can they? So the goal here at the awareness stage is, to make people aware of your brand and the solutions that you offer. The key is to become a resource that can help solve your customers' problems. This isn't the time for a hard sell. Instead, your goal should be to provide value upfront and tell a story. So how can you help customers discover your brand? Luckily, I have 6 great strategies just for that. Create a free course to help customers achieve their goals. For example, if you want to learn how to play the guitar, you might go ahead and search Google for something like Guitar for Noobs and find a course by Fender that teaches you how to master the basics and rock out to your first song. After completing the course, you now know that Fender knows their stuff when it comes to guitars, and that they offer a great range of guitars perfect for beginners. That's right, they got you. If a full-blown course isn't in your budget, creating helpful YouTube videos is a great place to start. For example, Beard Brand creates YouTube videos around topics that interest their audience, such as grooming, lifestyle, and self-improvement. By the way, with over 1.5 million subscribers, these guys are one of the most successful Shopify stores in the world. You can also create value-packed blog posts. Sharing your expertise via a blog is an excellent way to help people find your business through search engines. What do I mean by that? Well, athleisure company Gymshark attracts more than 1,000 visitors per month to their site from a single blog post. If you can hop onto that SEO train, I'm sure you're going to be running into customers sooner rather than later. Social media is another great way to build awareness of your brand. Pet food company The Farmer's Dog pumps out content that helps their customers solve their canine-related issues. But if you're struggling to grow your organic traffic, using Facebook ads is a great way to get people talking about your business. Let me just remind you that the goal of the awareness stage isn't to hard sell. So make sure you try promoting content instead of offers. Also, you might want to start a referral program. This is a great way to get introduced to those new customers, since people who reached you through a friend are 4 times more likely to make a purchase than if they discovered you on their own. So you might want to consider offering some incentive to your customers to get them to recommend you to a friend. It will probably pay off for everybody involved. So by this point, you've managed to attract visitors to your channel, both through organic and paid channels. So people know who you are, and they know what kind of problems that you solve. They might have browsed your product pages, followed you on social media, or even added a product to their cart. In other words, they're considering buying from you, but they're not quite there yet. That means that at this stage, the consideration stage, your job is to gently nudge prospects right down the funnel into the next stage, making a purchase. Luckily, I have 4 great ways for how you can do that. First off, you're going to want to get them emails with a lead magnet. Because why pay for advertising when you can market to your customers for free? Or, basically for free, forever. Our suggestion, a well-timed pop-up. With conversion rates for pop-ups at 11%, you're looking at 110 hot new prospects for your email list for every 1,000 visitors that see the pop-up. Make sure that pop-up is eye-catching and, heck, throw in some incentive. A sale never hurt anybody. So, you got those emails, but what do you say? It's time to craft the welcome email. Welcome emails are a critical part of the conversion funnel, and for good reason. They have the power to turn awareness into action, and they have some of the highest returns on investment for any marketing strategy, generating up to 320% more revenue than other promotional emails. When writing that email, make sure you thank your subscribers, introduce the key elements of your brand, let them know what they should expect from future emails, and obviously, give them a reason to come back. While Huckberry might have left out incentive in this particular email, they absolutely know how to appeal to their target audience. Next, you're going to want to leverage that social proof. The idea behind social proof is that if other people are using a product and enjoying it, it must be good, right? This is why we almost always feel like eating at that jam-packed restaurant instead of the deserted one right next to it. We want what other people have.
Right? Crazy stuff. Discuss that.
One way to leverage social proof is to showcase reviews on your site. With 76% of people trusting reviews as much as they do personal recommendations, displaying positive reviews can be a great way to convince visitors of the value of your product. You can also showcase reviews on social media or emails. This is a great way to remind followers how amazing your product is, and it can be especially attractive for reaching new visitors who haven't even visited your site yet. You might also want to consider setting up retargeting ads. Retargeting is the process of showing ads to people who have already visited your site. This is a great way to re-engage with potential customers and remind them of your brand or product. There are 2 main platforms for retargeting, Google and Facebook. One way to make your retargeting ads effective is to segment your audience. This means showing different ads to different people based on their behavior on your website. For example, you could show different ads to someone who only visited one page on your site versus someone who spent lots of time browsing the site. But you definitely don't want to annoy your customers with repetitive ads. So here are some ways you can avoid that. Add a burn pixel. This is a line of code on your thank you page that will stop retargeting customers once they've made a purchase. You can also set a frequency cap, which will show your ads no more than 15 to 20 times a day for a 30-day period. Finally, make sure to rotate those targeting ads. Using just one ad can lead to ad fatigue and brand blindness. Instead, use 3 or 4 variations to keep things fresh and increase those conversions. You finally made it, the most glorious part in the e-commerce funnel, conversions. Everything you've done, the content, the emails, the retargeting ads, the social proof, well, it's all paid off. So with your customers just about to hand over the cash, you need to ensure that the process is as smooth and intuitive as possible. Otherwise, the tiniest amount of friction can make them bounce. But don't worry, here's what you gotta do. Optimize your product pages. Let's take a look at Allbirds so you understand exactly how this should be done. So, what do we have here? Eye-catching product images, a compelling description, a clear call to action. Notice how the Add to Cart button is dark compared to the white background, naturally drawing our eyes to the area. Size charts and technical specs. Remember, they can't try on your product, so make sizing as clear as you possibly can. Customer reviews. Here we have social proof to the rescue at a critical moment in the funnel. And shipping and returns info. Just make life easy for them, you know? Another crucial aspect of the conversion stage is offering real-time customer support. Some people are gonna have questions when they're buying, and it's your job to be there for them. Don't lose customers because they couldn't find who to talk to. You need to make sure your checkout flow is comfortable, intuitive, and easy to use. Streamline it as much as possible by doing things like adding trust badges, offer express checkout options, and shorten forms as much as possible. Limit customer choices. Pre-select popular choices and let them decide only on the most crucial aspects, whether they want it cheap or fast. You're also going to want to reduce any distractions to a minimum. That means no banners, ads, or graphics. You might as well hide the navigation page too so your customers don't click away from the checkout page. Even after you've done everything you can, people are still going to abandon their cart, which is where abandoned cart emails come in. I mean, look at how mattress retailer Brooklinen does this beautifully. Make them miss you. Also, now will be the time to pull out all the stops. I'm talking scarcity and urgency. It's now or never, baby. If you need help with those abandoned cart emails, there are some apps out there that do exactly that. Carty is an intuitive Shopify app that helps take the stress out of recapturing that lost revenue. Hey, look at that. You finally made it. You have customers. You got an actual person all the way through the funnel. Good for you. But don't take your foot off the pedal just yet. Returning customers are 900% more likely to buy from you than first-time customers. So it's time to focus on getting those customers who already made it through the funnel to keep buying from you. I'm talking retention strategy. And yes, I happen to know 3 ways in which you can do this. Start out by customizing your order confirmation page. Every buying customer you have will be seeing your thank you page, which is why it's the perfect place to build a lasting relationship. With apps like ReConvert, you can offer customers related items that complement their order, get feedback about their shopping experience, ask for their birthday and send personalized gifts or messages on that day, offer a special discount if customers reorder that same item. You can also develop a loyalty program. This is all about giving customers motivation to come back. Sephora does this by offering monthly gifts, custom makeovers, express shipping, and even dedicated support. You're also going to need to offer amazing post-purchase support. Don't give your customers a reason to run away. Be there for them even after they've made a purchase. Offer fast replacements for damaged goods. Make returns easy. Provide multiple ways for people to contact you and call customers by their name. Lastly, send retention emails. Just stay in touch. It's that simple. Remind your customers why they might want to buy again. A seductive discount always does the trick. That's it, my friends. Those are the stages of the great e-commerce conversion funnel. If you can successfully guide people from the top of the funnel all the way through to the bottom, you can officially crown yourself marketing royalty. So enjoy all of those new customers and that revenue. Also, let us know in the comments below what works best for you. Stay tuned because there is more great e-commerce content coming your way right now. Enjoy!